Welcome back. She became the very first African-American model to join the ranks of Barker's Beauties. Kathleen Bradley is with us this morning, and she's here to talk about her brand new tell-all book, Backstage at the Price is Right, Memoirs of a Barker Beauty. Kathleen, first of all, thank you very, very much for stopping by. Appreciate you coming by.
Thank you.
Now, we understand that it took you, some time to write this book because of a gag order. Could you explain?
Actually, it took me about 7-8 years to write it. Yes, I did have a gag order because some of us were unjustifiably let go by Mr. Barker, which he won't admit to, but he did. It was kind of a roller coaster ride all through the time that everything evolved, how I was let go and Janice was let go.
Can you talk about how you were let go?
How I was let go or why?
Both. How and why?
Well, I had been there 10 years, actually from 1990 to 2000. And one bright day, one of the producers called in and said, Kathleen, after the show, you should go in Barker's dressing room. One of the new producer wants to talk to you. I said, okay. First, Janice went in. Everybody else had gone home. Janice went in.
One of the other beauties?
Yeah, one of the longest-standing beauties who started out with Barker in 1972.
Wow.
She'd been there 29 years.
Okay. You were there 10 years.
10 years. She went in first, and then Janice came out. And I said, Jan, what's going on in there? She said, you'll find out. So I'm like, okay. Then I went in, and one of our illustrious producers was in the room. Bob Barker was nowhere around. He said, Kathleen, we got a new show. We're doing a model search for the CBS and different things and what have you. We think you and Janice would be great for this. And, a little traveling and what have you, da-da-da, this and that. However, you'll no longer be a Barker beauty.
Wow. I know that hit you.
Did I just hear what I thought? I heard him say I'm not a Barker beauty anymore.
No, why do you think you were let go at that point?
Well, actually, we had to testify in a deposition not against Bob Barker, but Holly Hallstrom, who was also one of the Barker beauties, who was let go.
She filed a lawsuit?
She filed a lawsuit. Bob filed a lawsuit after her. She filed, it was kind of a crazy, mixed-up kind of crazy
You
thing.
always hear Bob Barker comes across as this real nice, uncle kind of guy. What type of a guy was he?
He was a nice, great guy. I love Bob. When I first got on that show, I was so ecstatic to meet him. Tall, statuesque, nice, dark hair. No, he still had white hair, actually.
Okay.
Tall, dark, and handsome
Just
guy.
suave guy.
Yeah, he was very suave, and he was this great guy,
But he
great
changed.
personality and everything. Over the years, he got a little bitter. He changed. And one thing that I think really impacted his personality was when Diane Parkinson, she was one of the models, also one of my very good best friend models at the time, who befriended me when I got there. She and Bob had a sexual relationship going on, and it wasn't really well known.
Did he have other relationships with the
No,
beauties?
he didn't, but let me say that after she left, she sued Bob for sexual harassment.
Oh, yeah.
It was a woman scorned. She really was kind of upset that the whole thing happened, so she filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against Bob. Now, whether or not he was guilty, it tainted his personality with people. They're still wondering, was he guilty, was he not?
Well, how did the girls get along for the most part off camera?
Diane and I were great friends, and I was good friends with Holly and Janice, but Holly and Janice did not like Diane. They did not.
So we're talking
get
a little
along.
catfighting behind the scenes.
Catfighting. Initially, earlier in the years and times, they did get along quite well and everything. And
Was there like competition between you guys?
Not really. I wouldn't say there's competition or anything like that, because
you in the book you have a chapter that talks about sex scandal. Without giving too much information, what's that about?
Well, Kenny Rogers.
Oh, Kenny.
the country western singer, was a good friend of mine. It might not be anymore today, but he and Diane had a little relationship going on, which he had with several other women. It was on phone sex, and he would tape these recordings and everything about the sex and what have you. And eventually, it came out, and it was really a cause of his divorce from his wife. And it was a big mess, a big scandal. Tabloids picked up on it and everything.
Now, what about? Were you guys under weight restrictions? Did you have to be a certain size and all that
you
stuff?
know, we caught heck for just gaining 5 or 10 pounds or whatever. Speaking of pounds, I got to show you this. You people got to see this now.
Okay.
Look, see, I have been off the show for quite a while.
Okay.
And
you still
these
look good.
are my Nygaard Slims. Nygaard, he's my sponsor for my book tour. So Peter Nygaard, and he has wonderful. As a matter of fact, when I came here, your producer, she asked me, Kathleen, how do you stay so slim?
Yes.
I said it's because of these.
Now, question: you were
Nygaard
married during your years on the show.
Yes, I was. I had to think about it.
Was that difficult? I mean, you're meeting all these stars. I mean, you're in the spotlight and all that stuff.
Not at all.
Okay.
No, it was very good for me. It kept me very grounded in everything.
Yeah.
This was my second marriage, and it is better the second time around.
But well, that's what they say.
He's a great guy.
The best thing about being one of the Barker's beauties.
What is the best thing?
The best thing, would you say?
Oh, my gosh. Well, the exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And I just loved going to CBS, working every day on the set, the stage.
Did you make a lot of money?
There was a lot of love around there in the studio.
Did you
No, we did not make a lot of money.
And when I read that in the book, Bob made the money.
We did not make as much money as people thought we did.
You write in your book.
It was kind of embarrassing.
You write in your book that his wife once said that I love Bob and Bob loves Bob.
Right. His wife did say that. He's got a big ego, okay? I mean, the man is an icon. There's no getting around it. He's an icon. And he did what he did well for all those many years, and he's given, the animal rights
he really had concern about that.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Well, the book is incredible. I've been paging through it, and it's a must read. It really is good. Backstage at the Price is Right. Memoirs of a Barker Beauty.
Yeah. Everybody has to come out tonight to see me at Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
From 7 to 8.
Yes.
Okay, please come out. It's going to be fun on Chagrin and Woodmere. I'm looking forward.
And you're from Ohio.
I am from Ohio. I am an Ohio girl, born, raised, bred. Girard, Ohio. I love it. Great place to be from.
That's good stuff. And you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
My
talking to you.
pleasure.